Hello, my name is Agatha and I've decided to make a video to show all my decks. That's not a lot of them. It's about almost 30 and I'm counting the ones that I've made. Okay, let's start. I'm going to start with the first one that I think that I got, and this one doesn't have a bag or anything. It used to have a bag, but then I'm using it for something else, and I haven't used this a lot. This is the Marseille deck, and I bought a book, and with it there's the Marseille deck, and it's only majors, okay? So it's only the 22 majors. And to tell you the truth, I never liked the Marseille look. I like the look of that decks, and if I don't like the look, I don't like the deck. So, and it's in Portuguese. O amoroso, the lovers, the judgment, julgamento. A roda da fortuna, the wheel of fortune. So it was the very first, and I began learning the majors. Death card, the Emperor. This was years and years ago, and it came with a book. Carroça, or the Chariot. Temperança, or Temperance card. The Fool, or Louco. And it's interesting because the Sun has the twins, you know. And my favorite card always, even before I learned what the meanings of the tarot, always was Magician. And here it's called O Truão. So this was the very first, and you know, just started learning out the very first. I don't know where the book is, it's somewhere. Now I'm gonna show you only, I'm sorry, my angel decks, which are not a lot. I thought they were, they are oracle cards, okay? I have 3 oracle decks, and the very first that I don't remember, is it the first or the second? Okay, it's one of the firsts I got. This is Angel Meditations. It's not an oracle per se, it's 64 illustrated cards containing affirmations and meditations by the US game system. So behind it's like this, and it's in English. I bought it in a Portuguese store. I don't know how much it cost, maybe 10 euros. So 64 cards. It's behind it's like this, and I haven't used this for a very long time. And these are all positive messages, like the Angel of Courage. My heart is open and full of courage. Courage, an action that springs from the heart. All action inspired by a center of true love brings with itself security and firmness that cannot be disturbed. To be courageous is to know that fear offers no resistance to love. So in the images, I liked the Angel of Birth. You know, and there's like small affirmations. Everything is really positive, and I'm getting sick of things being really positive, actually. Just positive things. The Angel of Care. But it's funny, you know, I like the little images. The Angel of Love. The Angel of Expectation. The Angel of Health. The Angel of Faith. The Angel of Light. The Angel of Understanding. What else? The Angel of Order. The Angel of Honesty. So there's many angels, one could say. Okay. Like a message for all of us who are watching this video, even for me now. What is the message from a particular angel? The Angel of Joy, okay? The Angel of Joy. So I feel the radiance of joy through my whole being. I feel the joy of being who I am here and now. Oh, this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. So I don't actually use this a lot. By the way, I don't think I'm going to do this video in Portuguese. Maybe, I don't know. So I don't use these cards for a very long time. I haven't used them. I think either the second angel oracle deck, or the first, I don't remember, was Karma Angels, the Karma Angels, and these are, and of course I started with tarot and then slowly incorporated oracle decks. These are how many cards? I think it's 36, something like that. 36? No? How many? How many cards? 32 cards. 32 cards. Oops. There's a little thingy. These are interesting. Behind it's like this, and they are golden. They are golden. It comes with a little book, and I haven't used this for a while, but it's all sorts of angels with weird names, and I like the fact that there's one here that I never saw before. This is Asalaya. These names are incredible. Jezalel. Every single one has a message. Gabriel, Aziel. I like this one. Oh, there's Metatron. The one that I like, the one that I felt Michael, my favorite angel ever. Okay, but the one that I found interesting, Raphael, also to find here, was one that I call the Ninja Angel, because this angel is completely different, and I never heard of angels like this. I mean, and even the Cassiel. Okay, I call him the Ninja Angel because he's always, he's hidden, and he has the symbol of Saturn, and the message with this angel is a very interesting message. Number 18. 18, it's the tarot cards. It's the moon, which doesn't have all those positive messages, sometimes. And I'm going to read a bit from this one. Cassiel. This enigmatic and distant Kabbalistic angel remains aloof and often hidden from human affairs. He is associated with Saturn, so he can bring tears and sorrow to those who deserve it. I just find this concept so weird, but interesting. We never hear of angels doing, I'm doing this for your own good. That's our mothers and parents, and when we were kids. But an angel that brings you sorrow and in tears because you deserve it, and that is being brought to you by an angel. This is really interesting. But he has a positive side, which is he brings also a state of moderation in chaotic situations. The challenge is to live in the world but be not of it. So also a bit like the Hermit card. So these have very interesting sort of messages also, and I should use these cards more. And now I'm going to pick another card for all of us. Now, to make this fun, because it's going to be like 30 decks, so I'm not going to show my Kerasa deck, because it's not a tarot deck, it's not an oracle deck, it's something completely different. So a message for all of us now who are seeing this. Okay? Doesn't matter when you are seeing this, a message. It's Jezalel, Jezalel. Number 8. 8 is the number of transformation. 8. Okay. Inspiring ideals. With this card, you should look to inspire other people and sing their praises. Do not be afraid of speaking out your truth. Let people know that you appreciate their place in your life, and rewards will come to you. The challenge is not caring how others respond to your concern. This is interesting. I'm going to say it again. The challenge is not caring how others respond to your concern. The lesson is what you inspire in others reflects in your own soul. Oh, this is a very good message. I should use this more. I just recently bought, like in the space of 1 or 2 weeks, I don't even know. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. Like 5 or 6 decks in Book Depository, and I have already 30 in total, and I'm buying more. And there's some decks that don't even use because there's so many. But you know, there's a new deck, and I just have to have money enough to buy a new deck, and I have a very big wish list. I usually use bookdepository.com because you only have to pay for the item. They send it all over the world, and you don't have to pay delivery expense. So I like that. The next angel deck that I got, and this is the final one, was the Doreen Virtue Archangel Gabriel Oracle card. So I thought that I didn't have a Doreen Virtue deck, but I do. And again, it comes with a little book. I love the little books. And this is so weird. I connect more with Archangel Michael and less with others. I keep, every time that I need help, I always ask for Archangel Michael's help, and not so much with Gabriel. But every time that I ask any type of questions to this deck, I always seem to have a very clear answer. It's really uncanny. And this deck is more directed to people who are artists, writers, painters. It's more directed to those people. But you can use it even if you're not an artist or you don't consider yourself an artist. You can use this deck. So I'm going to use, and again, it's really positive messages, recognition, law of attraction. Share your art with the world, and it's beautiful. Actually, it is, and it's, even if I'm asking about something else, these cards seem to be on point, which is interesting. Creative expression, helping children, inspiration, writers group. I'm not going to show everything. Listen only to love. I keep getting this card lately. Don't allow fear to distract you from your divine mission. Let go. Keep going. Use the energy of any disappointment to fuel your creative project with authentic emotion. Prosperity. We always like this card, don't we? Your actions have resulted in incoming abundance. Who doesn't like this message? So it's a really interesting deck, and again with positive messages, but positive messages that always seem to be on point, you know. And it comes with a booklet. I don't know exactly how much it cost me. I have no idea, because from time to time Book Depository makes a how do you say, slashes the price. And okay. Now I'm going to show you little decks, because I don't do that anymore. But when I remember to do it, I used to take like in my bag one tiny little tarot deck. And the first one that I got was the Mini Rider White. You see, it's one of the oldest. How much did it cost me? 13 euros years ago. So this is the, I don't have the big one. I like this one, and because I'm a bit obsessed with tarot, and I don't shut up about this. I always, I always have one of these, and I'll do readings on the spot to my colleagues, to my friends. So just one tiny. I don't take them out anymore. I don't know why, but I could. No, I could, because I don't have a problem in doing a reading like that. I like it. So this is like, the original. So I don't know if I need to show this, but everyone knows this. The Rider Waite, designed by Pamela. There's a name. Pamela Coleman Smith. So this is like one of the first, the ones that I like the most, also that I used a lot. I'm going to do the same as I did before. Let's get a message for all of us. Okay, pick A or B. A or B, just to make this fun. A or B, what is the message for all of us? Pick A or B. I'm going to pick B. A, Page of Pentacles. There's new money coming in for you. a new message about money, a new business proposal, a new endeavor, you're studying something, also connected with your work. B, ooh, the Hermit. You're researching something, you might be writing something, you're finding your own way in terms of spirituality, trying to find your own way, your own course. It's a time of introspection, a time of being alone, but not lonely. Okay? Because sometimes one needs that alone time to be with ourselves, with our thoughts. So this is one of the very first tiny decks. The other one, which I really, really love also, is the mini Connolly tarot deck. So it's, how much did it cost? 13 euros years and years ago. So it's I like the sharpness of the images, and they are beautiful. And this is even smaller than the other one, than the Rider-Waite. So you see, it's beautiful. It's tiny, and I have no intention on buying like bigger ones, because I like this. Oh, the Magician. Look at the Magician. This is always my favorite card, the Magician. So the Nine of Swords, you got like Nine of Swords, the Queen of Cups. It's really beautiful. I think I even like this in terms of the art. I like this art even better than the Rider-Waite. This is the Two of Cups. So look at the Empress. Beautiful. So this is the Connolly deck is a beautiful deck also, and I highly recommend it. And it's also one of the one that I use the most still. Another one that I don't use as much. Then I bought it because it felt like it seems beautiful. It's Tarot of the Renaissance, and I bought it because it was also small and it seemed good. It seemed beautiful. Now I know better. Now I go to YouTube and I see the cards. Usually there's always someone who does that shows almost all of the cards, and I see if, okay, do I like that deck, or do I don't? Do I like it? Don't I like it? So it's like, okay, this one, yes, I'll put it on my wish list. That one, no, I'm not going to buy it, because I'm not using this deck as much. No, these are the decks, and it's okay, but I don't like the art all that much. So the Knight of Swords, the Knave of Wands, and look at this, like the Ten of Pentacles. It's a woman flying with coins, so it's kind of weird. There's like a sense of instability here. She's flying around, and she looks terrified. So this doesn't seem to contain the traditional meaning of the Ten of Pentacles. I'm sorry, the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Coins. So some are on point, others not so much. Six of Wands, Temperance card, which is interesting. The Nine of Swords, and there's several words, Nine of Swords, Nine of Epées, Nine of Schwerter, whatever in Germany, and Espadas, which is swords in Portuguese. So some are really quite interesting, like the world. The world is interesting, look. Others not so much, and I like the way it shuffles. It shuffles really well. It really shuffles well. But there's some cards that are a bit puzzling to me, because they don't seem to contain the traditional meaning. So I haven't been using this a lot. And I should. Look, the one that came out, like the Eight of Pentacles. Seems like a guy walking away. This has more the vibe of the Eight of Cups, doesn't it? So these are my tiny little decks. Tiny little decks. And before going on to the tarot, I'm going to show you a few more that are smaller. I'm going to show you my latest obsession, but I don't have the... You always say I don't have the time. I'm trying to learn them. Well, Lenormand and Kipper. So the first Lenormand that I bought was Das Lenormand Oracle in German, in the book depository. Why did I buy it in German? Because it was cheaper, honestly. This is the ALLMYDECKS, and you know, the fish, and it's beautiful. Actually, I like the images, the garden, the dog. And this is a system that I'm trying to learn, but I've been lazy and I should be studying. And I have 2 books of the Lenormand, and I should be doing this more. The anchor, the gentleman, the tree. This is the ladder, the mice, the heart, the moon. A message for all of us. Just, I'm gonna row by Lenormand. For all of us, a message. Ooh, ship. This, if I recall this is this talks about foreign trips. So someone who's seeing this video might be going on a trip to foreign lands. This is also a card of transformation, and this is a card that speaks of something that takes a very long time until it gets finalized. It might take up to 3 years until this transformation is done. So you are on a route to transformation, and it might take 3 years until this transformation is done. So, but there are changes in your life. So I like Lenormand, and it's much more with Lenormand. With the tarot, we have options, and one can say, you make your own fate, you make your own destiny, you get the life that you make, and you can change the outcome of what the tarot shows if you change the way you are. Okay. With Lenormand, it's not like this. It's very incisive. It's this. It will be like this. This will happen. It could be a bit scary as well. Okay. Then I bought another one in German because I like the pictures by Judith Bartsky Lenormand. Again, German. I don't read German, by the way. It's just cheap. It's just cheaper, and I like the cards also. In the book depository, when there are decks that I like, and if there's one in English and there's one in another language that's cheaper, I'm gonna buy the cheap one. I know it's a stupid thing, but okay, this is beautiful. I like this, and this has like a more playful sort of attitude. So I think this is tree, bomb. Look at the sun, Sonne in German. It's almost cards that children could play with, but it's fun. It's beautiful. Fuchs, it's the fox. This is the mountain, and it's a woman, a child. So it's beautiful. I really like. I think it was in German €9 or something like that. Again, book depository. These are the clover, the rider, the clouds, and it's interesting. On one side you have the rainbow, and the other side you have the clouds, and so you have to learn how to see the direction. So it could be, for instance, so first the rider and then the clouds. The rider brings information, bad information, because it brings the side of the clouds, and if it was the other way around, the rider brings information, happy news, because it's the side of the rainbow. So you have to read directions also. Now the bear, this one is a different type of bear, you know, playing with the kids. The key, the lilies, it's so beautiful that I liked it, and I have to have it. And this is the serpent, and look at how gorgeous this serpent is. It kind of looks like the world, doesn't it? The world in tarot cards. And the serpent doesn't have very positive meanings, okay? But you look at this and it's just such a nice serpent. Maybe this is a nice, it isn't, but it's just so nice. Look at the star, or the stars. The heart is also beautiful. The gentleman, it's the air, the garden, and it's, oh, look at the dog. It's a poodle. Let's see if there's like a different message for all of us from this playful deck, Lenormand deck by Judith Bartschke. Lenormand, Judith Bartsch, I don't know how to say this. She's either German or Swiss or from Austria. She is an artist. Yeah. Message for all of us to see if we get another message. Doesn't matter when you're seeing this video. I have no idea how long it's gonna take because I'm gonna show all the decks. And like a few, and I've bought a few new ones, but I'm waiting for them and I have no idea when I'll get them. So a message for all of us, doesn't matter when you're seeing this. A letter. So messages might come soon. Or you might be sending a message soon. I don't know. Maybe you're watching this and at the same time you're like writing an email to someone. Because sometimes we multitask. Now another one, it's the kipper. I want to learn kipper and the kipper system. And I think there's only resources. Not in English, but in German. And again, I don't read German. Okay? So, I heard about the kipper system. This is the mystic kipper, but in German it's mystic kipper. And it's also 36 cards like the Lenormand. And it's beautiful. It's behind it's like this. And 36 cards. It's kind of similar to Lenormand, but it's different cards. And because it's in German, I sometimes forget what these cards mean, and I haven't studied this. And I don't think there's a book in English. I think there's one by a guy called Muskrat. But that's it. That's it. And I think there's much more resources in German, and I believe about the kipper system, because this is, if I'm not mistaken, this is a German system. I hope that someone would translate one of those books. Okay, look, this is the rich lady, and this is for more intimate type of readings, like more what's going on in your life. In a more intimate way, not emotional, like a domestic sort of reading, like what's going on with your life, with your family, with your kids. It's different. I almost could say that it doesn't talk about the big stuff, but it does, but it's a different type. But again, the system is very similar to Lenormand, but the cards are different. This is the rich lady. I don't know how to say this. And there's a few cards that I know, others that I forgot the name. So this is the house. This is the bedroom. This is the main person. This is the military person. I like the drawings also. And this was drawn by whom? Regular Elizabeth Fischer. I don't know if she did this. She might have done it. The publisher is Koningsfort Urania. I don't know how to say this. I don't speak German. So this is Great Water. I don't remember. This is False Person, number 8. I think this card, number 28, has to do with anticipation. name. This is travel or something like that. What else? The names are different. This is main person again. This is the guy. This is the tower. This is older gentleman. Number 9 is, I think it's trip, foreign trip. Number 18 it's the child. Number 6 is the good lady. So it's beautiful, and I really should learn the system, but I'm being lazy. And I wish there's proper resources with this one, with the kipper card. French, English, Spanish, but don't ask me to read in German because I don't read German. Okay, these are the kipper. And in Lenormand, what did I do? I did my own. These are Lenormand, a tiny little Lenormand, with the, in English, yeah, put it in English, the meanings. No, I put the meanings, the name of the card in Portuguese and the name and the meanings in English. So child is new beginnings, younger, young or new things, something small, a small amount, small favors, small in size, a child, grandchild, sometimes someone with childlike tendencies, the whip, heated conversations or debate, a sharp advisor, repetitive motion or activity. So I did this to help you learn, and I think when I did this, I didn't had bought yet 2 of my books that explain Lenormand, and it explains it very well. And I think it's like a nice way to begin, So this, and I haven't used this in a while. The other one that I did was a kipper deck, and I did the same thing. I put the meanings in it. I tried to draw. I don't know why. So it's the same thing. It's the kipper behind this. And for instance, 20 is house. Again, I put it in English: house, new land, yard, garden. 36 is great water, and 7 is pleasant letter, contacts, news, letters, emails, texts. 10 is journey, road trip, transport. There's all these meanings, and this is supposed to kind of help me learn kipper, but I haven't been using it, and I know that I should. So let's see what kipper, my own kipper card, has to say to all of us. What is the message for all of us? Pick A or B from kipper cards, my own kipper cards. A or B. What is the message for all of us? It doesn't matter when you are seeing this video. What is the message that the kipper cards want to give you at this moment? A or B? A or B? Yeah, I'm gonna pick A. So A, 36, great water. It's hope, great water, dreams, fantasies, fortunes, surrounding cards with positions are very important. Can indicate message from a far country or overseas. The timing is summer. Great water. I just suddenly thought of tsunami. I don't like that. It's a tsunami in the summer. But the main meaning with this deck is hope. It has to do with dreams, with fantasies. Okay, let's see. It's a good thing. Okay. So one should be hopeful towards the summer. That's something good will happen in the summer. Let's hope so. B, if you pick B, what is the message for you? Rich girl. Number 12, so it's younger woman, lucky life, no worries. Daughter, younger mistress with a bad card near could mean family related grief, but there's no bad card near. So if you're a woman, great. So lucky life, no worries. So I would say like positive meanings. I should use this more in order to learn it properly. I even did this. I'm so handy. I'm not. So these are the ones that I did. So like maybe in total, counting these ones, I think I might have 30 decks of all sorts of decks. Put this to the side, put this to the side. And then I'm going to show you decks that I bought and I never used because I don't like them. I do not like them. I bought the Gypsy Oracle cards and I don't understand this and I don't want to learn it. And I bought the Gypsy Witch fortune telling cards because I'm dumb, because I had to buy this twice. So I never use it. I think I have like there's like a little booklet that teaches how to use this. But I always found this very gruesome and dark and negative. So I know prison. It's a Sibylla, the Gypsy, yeah, Gypsy Oracle cards, Oracula della Gitana. You know, hotness, being vain or something. What is this? So speedy, size, young woman. I never understood this deck. I never felt compelled to use it. It felt it only gave negative messages. Room, waiting, and I never liked it. Letter. I haven't tried a lot, but if I don't like it, I'm not going to use it. And I like the images. When the images appeal to me, I want to use them. I want to use the deck. But if they don't, so I bought the Gypsy because I'm done, and it's brand new. And I bought this. So these are the little booklet. And this is like a complicated system. It's different, look. So number 50, the bear. The bear is a sign of successful speculation. I don't think this is the same as the Gypsy Oracle cards. This is different. This is Gypsy Witch, fortune telling, but the Gypsy Oracle cards are different from this one. I don't think it's the same. Number 9, the birds. It seems like the Lenormand and with added cards. The park, number 26. The ring, number 23. Number 40, wine is the symbol of cheerfulness and gaiety. Joker, it has a joker. Number 7, bouquet of flowers. I'm sorry. Number 11, the fox. So number 49, the eye. So it's almost like a whole system that kind of extra joker that mixes the Lenormand also. I don't like it. I never liked it, and it's brand new. I don't like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Instructions. Nope. Not gonna use this. Not gonna use these ones. Not gonna use these ones. I prefer to trade it to proper and use other, for an oracle deck or something. An oracle deck or something like that. I don't know how much it cost me. Maybe it was cheap. Maybe that's why I bought it. 9 euros, almost 10 euros. But this was years ago. I never use these. Now let's go to the tarot decks. Oh, tarot, proper tarot. How many do I have? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, big ones. The tiny little ones are 13 tarot decks, I think, in total. So I'm going to show you a few. Well, I'm going to show you all. I have the Nicoletta Cecoli Tarot. So it's like this. And it's beautiful. Beautiful images. And I like it very much. I always associate this deck with the sign of Pisces. And if I want to do a reading specifically for Pisces, I pick this deck. So I'm going to show you a few cards. The 3 of Pentacles. It has a very dreamy type of feeling. The Star, and I really recommend it. The Magician, the Magician here, you can see one of the negatives of the Magician, which is he has the ability, or she, of hiding behind a mask and just, lying and persuading others and just being what others want the Magician to be. He has the ability to adapt, I would say. The 9 of Cups, and these are little dolls playing, and it's beautiful. And even the kings are little dolls. This is the King of Pentacles, but it's a little doll with a bull that's exiting her skirt or her dress, But this is the king. It's very little. There's almost none male images in this deck. The Emperor, and everything else is female figures. This is the 10 of Cups, and actually it's little dolls. Here the egg, the Ace of Pentacles, the egg, something being born. The 3 of Swords, a little fairy. The Ace of Wands. So this has a really interesting dreamy feel. It's very artistic, and I like it. I like it very much. It's a very good deck, I would say, and it has some dark in it. It has dark shades to it. Now the next one is the Tarot Illuminati, and I use this a lot. I use it a lot because it's, again, based in rather wide system, and I like to use it because it's just easy to understand. So the Queen of Pentacles, and it's beautiful also. The Emperor has these vibrant colors. The Empress, look at the Empress, she's so beautiful. The 6 of Cups, the kids, there's like there's generosity, it talks of being a kid, it speaks of your childhood, it speaks of you remembering the past. Look at the Ace of Pentacles. I like these colors, okay? I like this art, I like this imagery, and it's like the Rider Waite. Look at the Fool also. The Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Wands, and it has several types of different people of the world represented in this deck. For instance, you can see people here from Asia, from China, and you look at the world. The Magician, which here is called the Alchemist, and here there's like a more studious part of him being shown. He's studying magic so he can apply it. I always like to see like the Princess of Swords, and here the names are called princess. It's a princess. It's a princess instead of a knave, instead of a page, and she has red hair. So it's different types of people. The Queen of Swords kind of looks like Elizabeth, the first. these are different types of people being portrayed. So, for instance, the Nine of Wands, this as a Middle East type of vibe, like Turkish type of vibe, and so it's from different parts of the world. The images, I would say, and so it's from Europe, it's from Asia, it's from the Middle East. You know, the Islamic tradition, one could say. For instance, the King of Pentacles, also it's from Asia. Can you see it? I don't know if this is China or it's more like Japan, but it's, oh, the Nine of Pentacles, look. Beautiful Asian girl, independent. Another Princess of Pentacles, Asia. Now, if I could show you, oh, the King of Wands has a very Islamic feel to it, but this is beautiful, and it's just to the point, to the point, or to, oh, how can I say this? If you know the Rider-Waite, you know this one, and it has beautiful images, and I always like beautiful images. The next one of the first ones that I bought, the Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg, and I bought this. I used to buy this in my tarot decks in one store in Lisbon, which is called Spiral. And if you in the subway, if you exit at Saldanha, then you have to walk for a bit, but not that much. And that's where I would buy my decks and my books about astrology and tarot. And now that I found Book Depository, I kind of use just Book Depository, and it's beautiful also. Seven of Swords, the Six of Coins, again based on the Rider-Waite, King of Cups, the Four of Clubs. So here it's clubs, not wands nor rods, it's clubs. The Page of Coins, the Seven of Clubs, the Queen of Clubs or wands, the High Priestess. Here it's the Falling Tower, look. The Ace of Coins. What else? The Judgment. So I've used this for a bit, the Fool, and I think the stock is stronger than many of the decks. Some of the decks that I have. Some decks have stronger stock, more resilient type of stock than others. This, well, copyright 1992. I didn't buy this in 92, so I don't know which edition this is. This was made. Okay, the drawings are from Yuri Shakov. This was printed in Italy, and it's a US game system. But this Russian artist, yes, Russian artist. It's quite beautiful. Okay, and it's strong, and these are the ones a deck that I have for a very long time, and it's good stock cards. Okay. 48 minutes. The next one of my favorites, the Chrysalis Tarot, which I bought in Book Depository. I like this one. I like this one a lot. It's from where? What is the publishing house? US Game System. Look at the backs. The backs are beautiful. And this has a mix. It shows a few mythological, a few gods from ancient Greece and Rome, and a few other deities from other religions, other systems. You know, it's a bit different from. It's based on the Rider-Waite, but there's a few differences, okay? But it's beautiful, and it has a booklet. I don't know where I put it, but it has a booklet, and it has a book also if you want to buy it. It's beautiful. Look, the 9 of Spirals. Who did this? No, I don't know who did this. Who is the artist? Paintings by Oli Sierra. So look, and then there's names for some of the card cards. The King of Mirrors. Mirrors is, and there's different names. The Mirrors is Cups. Here it's called the Sojourner or the Traveler or something like that. Gaia is the Empress. 10 of Scrolls. It's interesting. Scrolls, it's swords. So it's a tiger. Thinking that he's trapped, but he's not trapped. He's a tiger. No, 4 of Spirals. Spirals are one. No, yes. 4 spirals are ones. 6 of Stones. Stones are pentacles or coins, so there's a different name. 2 of Stones. Look, the bear trying to balance. Like the 2 of Mirrors, the soulmate card, which is really, see, there's a difference, but it's still beautiful. The 8 of Mirrors, which is the 8 of Cups, like the guy leaving all behind and focusing on something which is really important to him. The Poet, which is the King of Scrolls, or the King of Swords. So this king is really rather nice in here, while the King of Swords traditionally is not all that nice, is he? Now the Devil. The Devil really looks good. It's the Bella Rosa, Rosa, or Rose de Bella. Really, it's a Venetian mask. I think it's a beautiful mask. You don't know exactly what lies behind this mask. The Moon. I never have a bad feeling with this Moon. In other decks, the Moon, when it shows up, to me, it's always negative. But in this deck, in the Chrysalis, and the meanings, to me, they change according to the deck. So the Moon in this deck, to me, is always positive. It's always saying something like, use your intuition. You know, to me, this is a very positive Moon. I never see it as negative. The Page of Stones, the Acrobat. So I want to show you a few things, if I could. Look, the Hermit is the storyteller. Oh, Ariadne. Ariadne is the Death card, which is interesting. Instead of the Death card, it's Ariadne. Ariadne, she helped Theseus escape the labyrinth of the Minotauro. I don't know how to say this in English. And then, you know what he did? He abandoned her. What else? So there's like mythological figures here present. But the sun. The sun, it's kind of puzzling to me because it seems like the sun is crying. But the sun is a happy card. So is he crying because he's so happy? What? The 10 of Mirrors or the 10 of Cups. Look, how beautiful. The Hierophant here, it's different. It's the Divine Child. It's completely different to me. It doesn't speak of the Hierophant keywords. It doesn't speak of structure and rigidity and none of that. It's like be free, express yourself, express your inner child. That's what I see when I look at this card. The Green Man. The Emperor is the Green Man. And again, in traditional decks, when I see the Emperor, there's like negative keywords, because the Emperor can be all about the rules, not all that emotional. But every time I see the Green Man here, I see a caring person, a caring male father figure, a male masculine a male figure, and a caring father figure. That's what I see, because he's looking at the eggs that are about to hatch, and he's almost caring for them. So it's different type of Emperor. But it's, look, the Hanged Man, it's the Celtic owl. You see, it gathers from the different types of traditions also. The Star is the Helpy, which is connected with a native tradition. I don't know exactly what the Helpy is, but it's connected with Native American tradition. What else? Look, the Two of Scrolls, it's like the flying horse. I don't know the name of this flying horse now. Or the Chariot, again, it's and the Hunter, the Hunter, which is, I think, connected with the Celtic tradition. So it takes from different, the Five of Mirrors. You know who this is? This is Guan Yin. And she's connected with compassion, and she's from China, I think. Yeah. So you end up learning about different traditions from different parts of the world just by using the tarot cards, the different tarot cards. Okay, this is the chrysalis. The next one is the tarot of the cat people. And how much did it cost me? I don't know, because I don't see. 22 euros, 25 euros, like years and years ago. I don't know when. Why did I buy it? Because it said cat. That's it. That's my reason. And again, very good stock. Very good stock. This was illustrated by Karen Kuykendall. What to say? Is this US Systems? Yes, US Systems. So, also based on, it's very good stock. It really is strong, and I've had this for a very long time, and I've used it, and it's still strong. It's much more strong than, I would say, the Illuminati, and I'm using the Illuminati all the time. So there's a difference. And this is, I don't know, so this is the noise, isn't it? This is more flimsy. Illuminati is more flimsy. And so it's thinner in terms of card stock. And this is better card stock. Just like the Russian tarot, it's better. So it lasts. It's gonna last for a very long time. And what else? Okay, so I'm gonna show you a few cards, and it's all about cats. So rejuvenation, which is the Judgment. Four of Cups, and there's always a cat. There's always someone. Where's the cat? Oh, like behind. He's crying. Three of Wands. There's cats. There's cats all around. There's people, the lovers, and there's two cats, below. And it's really beautiful, but there's cats all around. The Emperor, the Temperance card. So I bought this because of the cats, honestly. And I haven't used it for a while, but this is the Queen of Cups. This is a very good deck. The Four of Pentacles. So it's, again, if you know Rider-Waite, you know this one. Nine of Cups. The Six of Swords. The Strength card, and it's a woman riding a big tiger. The Ace of Pentacles. So it's beautiful. And there's a fat cat. The Queen of Wands. The Ace of Swords, a guy with a cat, like on his shield, a figure of a cat. The Three of Pentacles, again another cat. The Ace of Cups, it's a guy hypnotizing a cat or something like that. So look at the Devil. So it's the High Priestess. It's a really good deck. It is a really good deck. The Hermit. Instead of a cat lady, it's a cat guy. Ten of Wands. And I don't know where is the Magician, which is always my... look at the Death. There's the cat. The skeleton of the cat. The Chariot. The Magician. I'm looking for the Magician. Look at the Tower. Magician is my favorite one. And where is it? The Two of Cups, like the soulmate card. The Magician. Look at this Magician. Is there a cat? I don't know if there's a cat. Oh yeah, on top of him there's the cat. So everything is floating around him because he's the Magician. So this is really quite good. It was expensive, 22 euros, Canadians. But it was years ago, years and years ago. Look, is there like a message for all of us from the cat, from the tarot of the cat people? What is the message for all of us? I have so many other decks to show. Two of Pentacles, which speaks of instability, of, again, I think one of the cards that, like the message for all of us, the first message that we got was joy, the angel of joy. This can also signify enjoy yourself, enjoy life. This is having fun, have fun. This speaks of instability, yes, some sort of problems with not having enough money, but this card can also speak of having joy, having fun, fun and games. You know, have fun while you are here on Earth, on planet Earth. And I'm not going to do this video in Portuguese. It takes way too much time, and I haven't showed the rest. So more tarot decks. Again, I bought this in the Gendron Tarot, one of my first ones, and again, very good stock. And it's US game system. And how much did it cost me? 21 euros. Years and years and years ago. And I bought it in Portugal in Spiral, a store, a tiny little store where you can buy this type of thing. And behind it's like this. And its image, let's see if I, okay, the Princess of, not just, it's, sometimes it's photographs, but not necessarily, like the Princess of Cups, which is the Page of Cups, and it's beautiful cards. And again, it's really really one of the first one of the oldest ones, and one of the ones that I've used, and I haven't used this in a while, and it's still very strong, and it's almost new, honestly. The Sun. So US game system seems to make very good decks. It seems to use very good card stock. The Hanged Man. Three of Swords, so sometimes it's, image. The Four Pentacles. Here the pages are princesses. The King of Wands. The Ace of Wands. The Chariot. I never understood this Chariot. I never understood it. The Queen of Swords. Three of Wands. The Seven of Cups, options. The Temperance card. So the majors seem quite interesting. Also the minors. Look at the Fool. The Strength card. Look at this. It is beautiful. I like it when the images are beautiful. I like it. The Moon. Again, it's impossible. It's not impossible, but it's almost impossible to associate bad things with this card. Look at this Moon. To me, it's more intuition and going deep. It's less about falsehood and lies and deceit. The more beautiful, the more the more I want to see the good things. So the Ace of Cups. To me, this card always speaks of a baby coming in. There's a baby coming in. The Star, oh my god, the Star, the High Priestess. Where is the Magician? The Universe. The Magician is a woman, also interesting in this deck. The Nine of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords is kind of weird because it's a little boy holding a sword, a little baby holding a sword. So new birth, new ideas, birth of new ideas. So like the Princess of Pentacles, I don't know if it's the knave or the knight. I don't know exactly. The Five of Swords is the arrogance, you know, looking down on others. The Justice card. The Lovers. The Empress. So it's really quite beautiful. The Emperor. The Judgment. It's beautiful, and I really the Deceiver, the Devil, it's the Deceiver. Where's the Magician? The Hierophant. The Prince of Cups. Transition. Instead of death, you got the Transition card. Tower. The Two of Cups, look at this. The Wheel of Fortune. The Ten of Cups, sometimes it's photographs, you know. The Magus, the Magician, it's the Magus, and it's a woman, I think. And she has like, there's like the cat, the black cat, there's a bird, there's another, I think it's a raven. So it's beautiful. And okay, with the Three of Cups, let's show another one. I should use this deck more, but I used to use it a lot in the beginning when I bought it. I used to use this deck a lot more, and it's really strong. It's really strong. Yeah, it's gonna outlast many other decks. Like US game system, I don't know, but at least the ones that I bought, the card stock seems to be really good. Now this one is Los Caraballo. So, and I use this one a lot. It's the Pictorial Key Tarot. The Pictorial Key Tarot, and I use it a lot. These are the backs. And you know, if you know the Rider-Waite, you know the system. It's the same system. I don't know why I use this one a lot. And again, it's a big difference in terms of card stock between this and the Gendron Tarot, the last one that I showed. Just better. The US system seems to have better card stock. But this was drawn by David Corsi, and it was printed in Italy. And okay, the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the King of Wands, the Lovers, the Soulmate card, the Hangman. He seems to have a little halo. The Eight of Swords, the Tower, 16, the Three of Pentacles, the Hermit card, the Eight of Cups. I use this a lot. I use this deck a lot. I don't know why I use it, because there are others that I could use more. The Temperance card. I always call it the Guardian Angel card, actually, the Temperance card. The Empress. The Empress is quite beautiful. Like the Nine of Pentacles is also a beautiful card. The Sun as the twins. Now I'm like the Three of Swords. The Devil. I'm looking for the Magician. The Fool. Where's the Magician? Strength card. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune is quite interesting. Judgment. The Star, and there's Nakedness, in this deck. The Chariot, and he's like a lucky star. He has a lucky star on the top of his head. Where is the Magician? The Magician. Always my favorite card. Always. It's the card that I identify the most. One of the first questions that I make. The first question, that I make to anyone who reads tarot cards is, what is your card? What is the card that you identify with the most? And everyone knows how to answer this one. And I get answers like the Empress, or like the Sun. Mine is the Magician. So the next one is Barbieri Tarot, and I got this from Book Depository, and I associate this deck with Scorpio, and this is a Magician on the front. So if I want to read for a Scorpio, sometimes if I want to read for Scorpios, I sometimes use this deck. I haven't used this deck in a while in my readings, but yeah, I associate this one with Scorpio. It's like the deck made for Scorpios. That's what I see. And again, it's the same type of thing, like flimsy, not very good card stock, and it's Los Caraballo. Los Caraballo doesn't seem to make a very good card stock. US system makes like stronger card stock. And it's beautiful also. It's fantasy type of thing. If you like the Lord of the Rings and the Game of Thrones, it's that type. That's that type of vibe. So the 10 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles. Look, nudity. The Hierophant. I think this is the Wheel. Yeah. And look at the Death card. It's more like transition. Going into butterfly mode. 7 of Pentacles. This is the Wish card. The 4 of Wands. Yeah. The 8 of Swords. If you want to write about like a fantasy book, this would be this is the High Priestess. The Magician, again, always my favorite card. The King of Cups. If you want to write a fantasy book, you should get the Barbieri Tarot, like a book with dragons, because this has a lot of dragons in it, and like this type of scenarios, like 10 of Cups, castle, the Ace of Pentacles, and there's like a dragon inside. And look at the Queen of Pentacles, and look at how she's wearing. So this says like that fantasy vibe to it. This is the Tower. This is the 2 of Wands, and it depicts a mythological story that I don't remember which one it is. I think this is Justice. I'm not quite sure. Look at this. The 8 of Wands, and it's a woman with spider legs. Well, that's the quickness of it, okay? So if you want to write a book, this is the Moon. It's like a little elf on top of like something that seems like a dragon. This is the deck to use if you want to write about a story about fantasy. Look, this is the King of Swords, and look, it's like an elf, I don't know. This is the deck to use because it's rather inspiring. Look at the Empress. She's a fighting Empress. See? Look at the dragon, the Ace of Wands. I want to show you more dragons. The Ace of Cups also, it's interesting. I want to show you dragons. The Hermit card. It's a woman blending into a tree, or fusing within a tree. Where's the dragons? or the Ace of Cups. There's another dragon there. No, the Ace of Swords. I'm sorry, the Ace of Swords. I saw a lot of dragons. Where are they? Nine of Swords. It's a guy being haunted. And look at the Five of Wands, like people fighting. And look at, it really looks like a scene from the Lord of the Rings, kind of. The dragon. The Queen of Swords, and look at the dragon behind. The sun is, look at this, beautiful. Another dragon, the Nine of Wands, look at this. Behind her, there's like a fire, a dragon breathing fire. The Fool. Oh, the Knight, exactly, the Knight of Wands. It's a dragon. It's a guy riding a dragon, a fire-breathing dragon. So the soulmate card is interesting, the Two of Cups, because it's one woman, and she's looking at her reflection, but it's one person. So it's a deck that I like the images very much. It's dark. It's dark and beautiful. It's very well made, very well done. Who did this? Who did this? Who is the artist? Barbieri, probably. Yeah, it might. Yes, the artist might be called Barbieri, but I don't know. I should know this. I associate this deck a lot with Scorpios. Now the next one I bought a while back, and I didn't know how erotic it was, but it is. It's Tarot de Casanova, and I've used this deck in a few of my readings, the non-monetized readings, for erotic forecast. If you search my channel, you will see, and it's connected with. This is in Spanish. I saw it in a store, and I decided I didn't know how erotic it would be. I knew it would be like sensual, but not. It's too much, in my opinion, so I cannot use it. I can only use it for, readings more of a sensual nature, let's say, but not romantic nature. And it's connected with the life of Casanova. And again, good stock. Good stock. Who did this? Los Caraballo. But this 2,000 copies. This one is in Spanish, but I don't know the edition. I have no idea of the edition. So this is behind, and I'm gonna show you a few of the cards. I cannot show a lot. The stars, The Six of Pentacles. It's him looking at the naked woman. The Four of Swords. Casanova was in prison, a few times because he misbehaved, right? And the Five of Wands. Him in a fight, in a duel. What else? The Knave of Pentacles. Yeah, and I cannot show this one. The King of Swords. The Judgment, I'm going to show a little bit. The Three of Chalices. So there's a lot of the Ten of Pentacles, but there's some nudity. Okay. Yep. The Wheel. The Eight of Wands. The Ten of Swords, it's when he's old, I would say. Thinking about how his life was. And there's the orgy scene, I cannot show it. Nope. Nope. The Seven of Swords is like a seduction type of theme. The Strength, nope. Nope. The Justice card. And show it like this. So there's a lot of, yep, this one I cannot show. Oh, the devil. It's interesting, but I can show it. Nope. 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 There's a lot of cards that I cannot show. The Four of Wands. Oops, no, I can't. Nope. The Emperor. Oh, the Eight of Swords. This guy has some sort of illness that he got, you know, because he had too much fun. The Moon. What else? Wands. The Chariot. Look at the Chariot. The Sun. It's beautiful. So it's interesting, but had I known it was so erotic, I would not have bought it because I thought it was less. And so I don't use it all that much. Anyway, my final tarot deck, then I have Oracle decks. It's the Lover's Path. And I love this deck. And the drawings are by Chris Walder. And this is a US game system, and I bought it in Book Depository. And I bought this deck specifically for love readings. Love readings, okay, not sex readings. It has a little book. A little book. And it's beautiful. It's the only thing that I've done differently. It's too big. I don't like it when it's too big. Look, in order to shuffle, I do it like this. It's almost impossible to do it. I don't like the decks that are too big. I like smaller decks. And it's beautiful, and it's absolutely beautiful. And I use this deck specifically for love readings. This is why I bought this deck. Look, the soulmate card, the Two of Cups. And I can read this card so many ways. And if it shows up for a reading, I can say, yes, this person you might consider him or her as a soulmate. And the guy behind, there's a spilled cup, which to me tells me this guy has had heartache before. So he comes from heartache. And her cup is full. Is not spilled, meaning this is probably the first time she really loves someone. The thingy, how do you call this? There's like a flash of thunder. It's not thunder, it's the lightning. The lightning speaks of me of love at first sight. This card also, this spilled cup also tells me that this couple might have sex. So I have many ways there's many things you can read in this card. And it's beautiful, and it has a lot of mythological characters in it, and a lot of stories connected with the Greek and Roman mythology, and it combines with the cards. The Five of Staves. This card, Five of Staves or the Five of Wands, this card showed up once for a reading. And when it's usually in traditional decks, the Five of Staves, it's 5 people fighting. I'm sorry. And so it might speak of competition. But in this one, it's 3 people. And it showed up for me in private readings a couple of times as like a third person meddling in the relationship, in the love relationship. There's like a third person meddling in the relationship. What else? Like the Nine of Staves. The Nine of Staves, it's a Nine of Wands. And to me, in this deck, this card, you cannot see it, but it's, how do you call it? I think it's Siegfried with Brunhild. I think the Nine of Staves. I don't see it. Well, the Suit of Staves speaks, and then several suits speaks of different stories. So the Suit of Staves speaks of the lovers Siegfried and Brunhild. Okay? In here, you don't see it, but it's Siegfried and Brunhild, and they are together for the first time. So to me, in this deck, this card speaks of like lovers in a nest. and feeling very comfortable in being in that nest. So every suit speaks of a different story, and I'm gonna see if I can tell you. So the suit of cups speaks of Tristan and Isolde, and it's a very bad story. It doesn't end well. It's a romantic story. The suits of arrows speaks of Cupid and Psyche, which is my favorite story ever, and it ends well. And the suit of coins speaks of Danae and Zeus. So Danae, and it's, yeah, I would say the myth of Danae was considered during the Italian Renaissance to be a metaphor for the courtesan, but it's not. Danae, and she is represented, and then the majors represent the lovers. So the majors represent, for instance, the magician here is called the magician here is called Magic, and it represents the lovers Merlin and Viviane. Viviane was a very young lady, and Merlin was an older, gentleman, and he taught her magic, and she bound him with the power of the magic that he taught her, so, which is interesting. The wisdom speaks of Sherazade and Shahryar. The fertility card speaks of the lovers Cleopatra and Caesar. Now I'm looking for Danae. The lovers speak of Isis and Osiris. Desire speaks of Tristan and Isolde, which is a very bad story. The strength card speaks of Siegfried, which is strength card speaks of the lovers Siegfried and Brunhild, and the Valkyrie Brunhild was the favorite child of her father Wotan, which is also called Odin, who was the divine ruler of the gods and goddesses. And Brunhild angered Wotan, her father, or Wodan. By the way, it's from, I think I saw it somewhere that he gave the name to Wednesday. So she angered her father by betraying him when she was moved by mortal Siegmund's story of love. For the first time, she understood the power of love, which made her strong enough to go against her father's will. And she agreed to help Siegmund, though Wotan had ordered her not to. This led to Brunhild finding her own true love with Siegfried, the son of Siegmund. This is a really complicated story, and this speaks of the ring of Nibelung, which inspired the story The Lord of the Rings. So it's different types of love stories portrayed in this deck. The Princess of Arrows, you see Psyche. The Five of Cups, and it really speaks the Nine of Cups, the coins, and it speaks of Danae. I was looking for Danae. Oh gosh darn it! I was looking for Danae. Where is she? Danae and Zeus. Fortune, yes, fortune. King Acrisius had a daughter named Danae, a princess with a curse. Upon her birth, it was predicted that one of the princess' offspring would kill the king. When Danae came of age, the king walled her within a tower made of bronze. Despite this, Danae was loved by Zeus, and together they had a son named Perseus. Perseus grew into a strong man, and after many adventures, he did slay Acrisius, the father of Danae, a just punishment for treating his only daughter so cruelly. So it's interesting. It just mixes all sorts of things. Grace. It's the story of Dante and Beatrice. Beatrice served as a muse for Dante. And in transformation, the death card, we have Pluto and Persephone. The Nine of Arrows, or the Nine of Swords, is the story of Psyche. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Penelope and Odisseu. In Portuguese we say Ulisses. So she waited 20 years for him to come back. She was a very loyal woman. The Four of Arrows. Innocence card, which is the Fool card. Cupid, which is the Prince of Errors. So Ariadne and Dionysus is also represented here as Triumph of the world. So Ariadne was she was abandoned by Theseus when after she helped him escape the labyrinth of the Minotaur, and he just left her on an island, and he left because he had many adventures to live. And Dionysus, which is a god, fell for her, and they married, and they lived happily ever after. So this is a great, fantastic deck, and I love it very much. I only wish this is had like a mini version of it, I would like that very much, because I will take this everywhere. And I recommend it if you want to do tarot. If you want to focus on love, this is the deck for you, I would say. Of course, there are many other decks, but I bought one specifically, this one specifically, to only do love readings. Now I'm going to show you, that's an hour and a half already, the oracle decks that I have. Okay, the oracle decks that I have. And I'm going to start with a few that I bought, which are not exactly oracle decks, but I consider them oracle decks. And they are done from paintings of Susan Selden Boulay. And one are goddesses, and the other one is animal spirits. And each one was about €9, and I bought it on Book Depository. And it's a lot of goddesses. It's 48 goddesses from Greek, Roman, Celtic, Native American, Egyptian, Middle Eastern, and Scandinavian mythologies, among others. I think it's 48. If you buy this one, you don't need to buy another goddess deck, honestly, because it's so many. And here you have the images on front, and on the back you have the meanings. Not exactly the meanings, more like the history of this goddess, but from that you can more or less infer the meaning of this goddess. Look, Demeter, and behind it says Demeter or Demeter is an ancient Greek great mother goddess, a goddess of life and death, and the Greeks emphasized her role as goddess of the cultivated earth, the giver of fruitfulness and abundance, and provider of the gift of agriculture. She and her daughter Persephone, called by the Greeks the goddesses, together represent the continuous cycle of life and death, the two phases of the vegetative power of the earth. Demeter is remembered primarily for her great love for her daughter when Persephone was abducted by Hades, and Demeter's grief caused the whole earth to go barren. So Demeter offers a blessing of fruitfulness and possibility, of coming joy, of abundant life, and of hope. So there's meanings. Okay, there's meanings to, and I don't think the images are absolutely beautiful and gorgeous, and you don't need anything else, honestly. If you don't need another tarot, another goddess oracle. So it's Athena, and I should be working more with these cards. I haven't. Athena is represented by the Greeks as the virgin goddess of war and wisdom. This is the changing woman, the most revered of deities among the Native Americans of the southwestern United States. Themis, one of the oldest and most revered of the Greek goddesses, the daughter of Gaia, the earth goddess. Themis is the mother of the three fates who determine the destiny of all mortals and gods. Eve, you know who Eve is, right? This is Amphitrite. Amphitrite is the ancient Greek triple goddess in her guise as ruler of the sea. So Rhiannon, and this is like is a great goddess worshipped by the Welsh. She is an embodiment of life, death, and rebirth. And she is a shapeshifter. And look, she Pele. It's really interesting because she's a fiery Hawaiian volcano goddess. You know, she is someone who kind of loses her temper. Isis and Osiris. Look, the painter is absolutely fantastic. This is Hera. The paintings, the images are beautiful. Look, Bast or Bastet or Pasht was the Egyptian goddess who appeared in cat form. So these are beautiful, and there's so many of them. There's so many of them. I don't know, Sedna. So if you like goddess oracles, you can start with these. I think this is all the goddess oracle you need, because you have many goddesses here. And if you like animal oracle cards, again I recommend Susan Seddon Boulay, Animal Spirits. I'm sorry, and again it's 48 paintings. 48 paintings, and it's the same type of it's several paintings, and behind there's like the meaning. So I'm gonna give you like dolphin. I don't know if you can see the dolphin. Can you see? And the symbology is life, feminine energy, sexuality. The dolphin is associated with feminine energies and the primordial waters of life. So there's many meanings. Swan. The symbology is transformation, loss of innocence and beauty. Peacock, beautiful. Associated with wisdom, vision, wisdom, beauty, and guardianship. The dove. Look at the dove. Sexuality, peace, divine inspiration. The snake. Symbology, transformation, healing, sexuality, and rebirth. The birds. Soul, divinity, liberation, creativity, and rebirth. But there's like more meanings, right? Like the jaguar. Insect. I think the paintings are absolutely beautiful. Deer. Animal deities. Butterfly, look. The rabbit. The fish. The wolf. Symbology, creation, healing, purification. Let's see if there's like a sort of energy, a sort of animal. What are the qualities? What are the animal qualities one should incorporate in us at this moment? Now, what are the animal qualities that we should incorporate in our life at this moment? This is a message for all of us. Pick A or B, A or B, A or B, A or B. Okay, what are the... I'm going to pick B. Let me see. So the A, it's Ram. If you picked A, Ram. To me, it's if you're an Aries, this card makes sense. If you have anything in Aries, this card makes a lot of sense. So the ram, and it says, symbology is sacrifice, growth, and divine life. The ram is a symbol from ancient mythology that has long been associated with sacrifice and ritual slaughter. Oh my god. So maybe you should learn how to sacrifice yourself? I hope not. I don't know. Let's continue reading. The ram's death is not only an offering, but a precursor to rebirth and thus a symbol of renewal. Maybe you should sacrifice some part of your life that needs to die in order for a true rebirth occur in your life. So it's associated with new beginnings and new life. So You need to sacrifice something in your life so that you can be born to something different, to a new phase. And I picked the dolphin. I picked the dolphin, which is life, feminine energy, and sexuality. The dolphin is associated with feminine energies in the primordial waters of life. The word derives from the Greek delphinus, or womb. Demeter, the Greek goddess of fertility, was represented by the dolphin in her role as mistress of the sea. In the painting, the life-giving and feminine energy themes, life-giving and feminine energy, are emphasized by both the swimming dolphins that frame the woman's face and the infant emerging from a womb-like nautilus shell. So, for those of us who picked the bee, maybe you should concentrate on everything to do with feminine, feminine qualities, and maybe spend more time in the sea, or by the sea, or by the water, and have more like a playful sort of attitude. It could be that. And okay, so it's these are beautiful cards, and they're not expensive, and you might be buying like an oracle deck, an animal oracle deck that could be much more expensive than this one, and you get less cards. And here you get 48 cards, and you get more or less a few of the symbols, a few of the history associated with it. And I would think, and this is about €9, I would think this is a better buy, honestly. Another deck that, one of the first oracle decks that I bought was the Mystical Wisdom Cards deck, and I like this a lot, and it has a lot of positive. It's not a negative deck, it's a very positive. And it has a booklet, and it's the cards. It was written by Guy Guthrie, and the art is by Josephine Wall, and it's absolutely behind. That's absolutely beautiful. Fantasy-like type of deck. Beautiful cards. Again, it's very big. I don't like oracle decks. To me, don't need to be big. I like shuffling like this. I don't like it like much. I would prefer when decks are smaller, honestly. So, for instance, there's children, and then there's like a keyword or a phrase. Know that your children are protected. So it's really positive. Dolphin, don't worry, be happy. So those of us who pick dolphin. Resilience. Rise above tribulations. But usually it's really beautiful and positive messages. And if I do ask for an advice, these cards resonate. Angels, what is the advice for me today? Dreams, believe in our dreams, and they always resonate. They always do. Cheer up, dragonfly, live life to the fullest, and it's beautiful. Intuition. So I just did a reading today, and the card that came out for the client was intuition. Trust your intuition. Self-reliance. It's positive, and yet it gives very good advice. Friendship. Go with the flow. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Art, vacation, take time for relaxation and adventure. Battle of the Blues, take steps toward positive change. Look at this one. And there's a few angels that pop up, like the angel of miracles, but there's also the angel Raphael or Gabriel if I'm not mistaken. Illusion, embrace the truth. Enlightenment, pursue spiritual growth. Okay, I'm going to use this. And there's like a message for all of us. For all of us who are seeing this now, what is the message for all of us? Doesn't matter when you are seeing this. I'm doing this on the 27th of May 2017. If there is still a YouTube and there's no nuclear war, I hope not, and this is 2020, this message is also for you, okay? If you found this video in 2020, 2022, 1320, I don't know, 3020, I don't know when, and you're seeing this message is for you, so you should stick around and listen to your message from the angels. What do the angels want you to know right now at this instant? Pick A, B, or C. Why not? A, B, or C. A, B, or C, A, B, or C. Okay. A, B, C gets 2. I'm not going to tell you which one I pick. So, A, what is the message that your angels want you to know right now? A, it's gratitude. Be grateful for all that you have. B, dragon, discover your courage. C, you got you get 2 cards. You get moving forward and Archangel Gabriel. You have this moving forward, get ready for positive change. And you get Archangel Gabriel, messenger of creativity and hope. So all positive messages. And I'm betting it resonates. Okay, so this is the Mystical Wisdom card deck, and it's beautiful, and I recommend it. And what else? Now I have 3 more decks to show you the Energy Oracle cards, and I like this one a lot. It's kind of a mix of an Oracle deck and a Tarot deck. And it's by Sandra and Taylor, and the art, it's by Gina, I think I found it, and Taylor, Gina Della Grottaglia lives in Northern California with her husband, her son, and their fluffy babies. So Gina currently works in digital art. So, and this is like the booklet. And how many cards is it? I should know. The 53 card deck and guidebook. And it really resonates, this one. This one is really good. I use this one a lot. I use the Energy Oracle cards a lot as an Oracle deck. I really use it. Behind it's like this. And on the front, I'm going to show you a few cards. So, door to personal healing and happiness. And it's a mix of good and negative cards. So, attachment, action, for instance, take action. Woman holding a heart. And there's a few angels also. 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Door to spirit. Angel of strength. Hostilities. It's really beautiful and I like it. Rest and rejuvenation. So negative card, anxiety. Another negative card, envy. Okay. Storm, warning. Caring connections. Strategy. 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. Beautiful. All tied up. The thinking woman, which I would resonate more like with Virgo, and also the Queen of Swords. Patience. Happy family. Another Archangel Raphael, 4th chakra. Community. The world. Walking away. Magician in the mirror. It's different. Magician in a mirror. Look, the Angel of Love. The Angel of Love is beautiful. Cornucopia speaks of abundance. The yin and the yang. And the Goddess of the Moon, which is in the front. And this card is like the broken heart. So it has a mix of many. The Sun to me, it's in this deck, it's the yes card to me. If I'm making a question, if I'm posing a question, if this card shows up to me, it's a big yes. So, you want to try again? What is the message for all of us? What is the message for all of us at this moment? or you can have a question in your head, and whatever card you choose answers that question in your head. Okay? A message for all of us. Doesn't matter when you're seeing this video. It doesn't matter. Oh my god, almost 2 hours. Okay? Message for all of us, or a question in your head. A or B. Pick A or B. A or B. B. I'm going to tell you which one I'm picking. I'm picking A. It's yin and yang. So it's learning how to incorporate the feminine and the masculine side of your personality, of yourself. Learning how to balance, how to be more balanced in your life. B, it's the goddess of the moon. It's trusting your intuition. It's being connected with spirit. Trusting the messages that you are getting from spirit. So it's a wonderful, powerful deck, and I like it very much. And I think there's a new deck. She's working on a new deck, and I feel like pre-ordering it, but I won't do it because I don't have the funds. But this is a wonderful deck, and I really recommend it because I worked with this one a lot. The next one, I saw it, the Rebels, the Sacred Rebels. Even the word, no, Sacred Rebels, by Alana Fairchild, and the author, the artwork is by Autumn Sky Morrison, and it has the cards, and they are beautiful, and the stock it's really strong stock, and it has a book, Again, it was in Book Depository that I bought this one, and I don't like very big oracle cards. Like behind it's like this. So how many cards are there? I don't know how many cards are there. How many cards are there? 44 cards. And they are beautiful. They are beautiful, and I haven't been working with them a lot. And this, I would say, this requires more attention and a more deep level of work with these cards. It's like I should, like, every single day should be working on one of these cards in a very deep level, and I'm not doing it. Okay, so I'm going to show you a few cards, and they are beautiful. Dream, a beautiful dream. So, and for instance, if you go to this one, 19, dream, a beautiful dream. 19. So it's this. So, and it's this. And so there's a lot of messages here connected with this card. You can read it intuitively, or you can just go to the booklet, to the book. This oracle brings a particular message for you. There is a situation in your life right now where you feel uncertain about your ability to fix or heal. You lack the inspiration to be able to imagine it differently than how it currently seems to be. You may therefore feel inhibited in your ability to bring about constructive change. However, the perfect beauty of this situation is not revealed by what you attempt to do to it, or through trying to impose the right dream upon it. It is to be healed and perfected into all that it can be through the revelation of the beauty that already lies within. So it has many layers to it. But I most definitely think that you should work with the booklet. That's just your intuition. Unless you are the type of person who prefers to rely on your intuition. I'm not. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. It depends. But there's more information in the book. And these are beautiful cards. What you want wants you, against the grain. So, defend to the end the worthwhile. Follow your own rhythm. There's nudity also. Power of attraction. To me, this is the soulmate card in this deck. Faith in the process. So it's also dark. in the world, not of the world, beyond the mind, the heart beats. It's a very spiritual deck. Listening for truth, diving for the light. It's really strong stuff. Like I said, every journey starts with a single step. Inner trust, come to life. Release the dark wound, let love live. After the storm, collaborative dreaming, going beyond normal. She feels, she knows, seeing the true you, spirals of manifestation, receiving. Okay, let's go with one single card for all of us. One single card. What is the message for all of us? Wait. At this moment, what is the message for all of us at this moment? One single card. What is the message for all of us at this moment? What does God wants us to know? What does the angels wants us to know? What does our higher self wants us to know, like us to know at this moment in time? One single card for all of us. Single card for all of us. What is that card? Releasing allegiances. Releasing allegiances. Bad English, I apologize. So it's number 10. Releasing allegiances. I'm going to read from this one. I never think. So number 10. Number 10. Oh, number 10. The number 10 in the UK. It's release yourself from old alliances and old partnerships. It's time for you to hold on to yourself and let go of another. You have gained all that was meant to be from this connection. You have given and you have received. The need to let go does not deny the value of what has been acquired. It is more that the time has come for greater productivity, creativity, abundance, and consciousness in your life. Yeah. How does this apply to me? Well, in several ways, but one of the ways is YouTube. This is a partnership with YouTube, and I'm thinking for a while, should I continue with this partnership with YouTube, because it doesn't pay much. So this is the partnership that maybe I should let go of. You have completed many cycles in the vibrational frequency of consciousness that you are now being asked to release. It is now time to expand into higher frequencies of experience that will bring enhanced love, empowerment, and peace into your life. You will take the wisdom of what you have learned with you into something new. New connections, new relationships, new life experiences at a higher turn of the spiral of life, but first you. Trust you can step into solitude for a time without being consumed by loneliness. It's time to reconnect with yourself. So this has like a lot, it's more, a lot of messages. And I wrote here, this is the Hermit card. Hermit card, you don't see it here, Hermit card. Why? Trust that you may need to step back momentarily, even from your healthy relationships and commitments, to refresh your spirit by reconnecting with your own nature in solitude. You need to come back to the ground of your own body. It's time for self-love, for paying attention to yourself, for nurturing, holding, and being with you. It just means you need to turn your attention inwards for a time, for some quality time with you. You will emerge renewed, refreshed, and clearer about your journey and your relationships. So this is heavy stuff. Heavy stuff, powerful stuff. This is really quite interesting. I recommend this deck a lot. Even if it's too big to shuffle, I recommend it, and I know that I should be journaling with it. I know this, and I know that I should be first like looking at the card, using my intuition, and writing everything that I could possibly think of, and then going to the book. I know that I should be doing this. I understand, but I'm not doing it because I'm lazy. But I will. I don't know when, but I will. And finally, the last deck that I've bought that is coming to my hands. Now I've bought another 5 or 6 tarot. I only bought tarot decks. There's another one that I want to buy, but it costs like 40 euros, and I need the funds in my PayPal account. It's the what is the one that I want to buy? Destiny Chronicles of the Destiny Fortune cards. I think it's the name. It's a different system, and you can use it also to write, to like storytelling. I want to buy that one. I already, oh my god, I've bought 5 or 6, and now I have to wait until they come to me. But the last one that I bought was the Magdalene Oracle, and the ones that I just bought are just tarot cards. And I've seen this, and I've seen a lot of Tony Carmine Salerno, and I think, oh my god, it's so beautiful, I must have it. And I bought it. And it's by, oh, it's an Ocean of Eternal Love. It's by whom? What is, okay, who, the Blue Angel, right? Blue Angel Publishing. I think it's the only deck that I have from them. And I've been doing this for 2 hours. I'm not going to do this in Portuguese. I apologize to everyone. I'm not going to do this in Portuguese. And how many cards are there? 45 cards with the guidebook, right? The guidebook. Then the guidebook. Throughout, I'm going to read, throughout the ages, Madeleine has been seen as the dark goddess of gentle strength and authority, bearer of infinite compassion and wisdom. Okay. So behind, it's like this, it's beautiful, and it's strong stock, again, and it's shiny stock, and it's beautiful. It really is beautiful. I saw a few readers using this oracle, and I thought, I must have it. I must buy it. So I'm going to show you a few cards got. And again, you can read it intuitively, or you can use the guidebook. I tend to use the guidebook. I don't just, not that I don't trust my impressions, but I always feel inclined and obligated to give all the message, the message in its entirety to the person, or to whomever is watching. So just going with my intuition, to me, it's not sufficient, because I always feel there's more that I need to relay, that I need to speak of, and it's in the guidebook, and I just feel better when I give all the message in its entirety. So past lives, and this guy really knows how to paint. It's beautiful. So color, gratitude, internal embrace, the secret, ooh, mythic reality, ascension, purgatory, the matrix, Sophia, or Sophia, like wisdom, liberation, perception, universal Christ, love. Don't want to show you all. Surrender, serendipity, transformation, acceptance. Oh, this one is so beautiful. The Beloved. It's one of my favorite cards, the Beloved. Of course, Magdalene. Saint and Sinner. The Prophet is a tree, which is interesting. Co-creation, and he really knows how to draw and to paint. There's so many. Oh, sacred sexuality, look. So beautiful. Intimacy. Family. Resurrection. Confusion. The Lovers. Guardian Angel. I showed a lot of the cards. Most all. And again, another message. What is the message that our guardian angels, our higher selves, wants us to know at this point, at this moment in time? Pick A, B, or C. Okay, A, B, or C. What is the message that our guardian angels can even have a question in your head? And see what is the answer to that question. I'm going to read from the book. I'm going to try to read it intuitively, but also from the little book. A, B, or C. What is the message that your guardian angels and your guides and your spirit guides and your higher self wants you to know at this time? What is important for you to know, or an answer to a question that you might have. A, B, or C. Okay, let's begin. A, B, let's see, C, 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 C. I'm not going to tell you one I'm going to pick. Hey, if you picked A, what is the message for you? Love. So it's self-explanatory. Love yourself and love others. But I'm going to read from the guide. Love. What is love? So 39. Love. A beautiful relationship will soon develop. So love is entering your life. This relationship will continue to grow for many years. Appreciate and savor each moment together. And also, you are a love magnet. You cannot help but attract love when you have love in your heart. If you are already in a loving and meaningful relationship, then your relationship will deepen, provided you are always open with each other and are receptive to another's needs. This is a good card for those of you who picked A. So, if you picked B, what is the message? What do the angels want you to know right now? Serendipity. Things happening out of the blue, things happening with weird synchronicity, you know, more than once, several times, happening not just once, but maybe it's several times. I'm going to see serendipities. 58. 58, serendipity. What is the message for you who picked B? Over the coming days, pay attention to little synchronicities, right? That's the word I was searching for, that stem from unexpected events. A life-changing event or inspiration will soon reveal itself, perhaps when you least expect it and in the most unlikely place. Through this event, you gain a deeper awareness of the spiritual reality that surrounds us. This results in a heightened sensitivity, and you realize that you are being spiritually guided towards new and rewarding experiences. A serendipitous event leads you to new creative possibilities and positive opportunities. New friendships are formed and many blessings come your way. Just good things. Fabulous. Now, for C, for those of you who picked C, you have Sophia. You have wisdom. You are gaining wisdom. You are learning more. You are having true knowledge. Not knowledge of the books, but knowledge that you have through the experience of life. Sophia. It's the card after serendipity, I think. Yeah, it's the card after serendipity. Someone dear to you needs your love and support at the moment, perhaps even your forgiveness. Put aside any recent disagreements, let it all go and make up. Deep down, you both know that you love each other. Life is too short to waste. Adopt a loving attitude, for love will heal all things. Honor and respect each other's differences. Individuality is sacred. You are both beautiful souls. Through love and forgiveness, a world of infinite possibility and contentment awaits you. So this has nothing to do with the word, because Sophia means wisdom, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe having the wisdom to forgive someone, maybe it could be that. See, it's sometimes the word means one thing, and then in the booklet there's a totally different meaning. So that's why I like to read from it, to give all the information. So that's it, 2 hours and 10 minutes. These are all the decks that I have. The one that I didn't show was the Caressa cards deck, because that's not tarot, that's not oracle, and I made it. So it's different type of deck. It's about 30 decks that I have, and I just ordered 6. I know, in the last 1 to 2 weeks, and there's another one that I want to buy when I have the funds in my PayPal account. That's about 40 years, and I want to buy that one. And then I'll try not to buy anything for like 6 months. I'll try to do that. And that's it. And if you'd like to have a private reading with me, send an email to dunyazade@gmail.com, and I'd be delighted to work with you.